This game, this game Ultrakill has a lot of enemies.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how many enemies it's got?
No.
Neither do I.
Okay.
All I know is the number's a lot.
So you could surely go on the terminal and look.
Yeah, I could, but that's like effort.
That's effort.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My game just did not make a noise when I swapped weapons there, but we're gonna ignore that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking, right?
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about what enemies we like, what enemies that we hate, despise,
Okay.
wish weren't in the video game.
Okay. I feel like you have a better say in this than I do.
Yeah, but like your opinion somewhat matters.
It somewhat matters.
Yeah.
How? As a
know.
person who doesn't experience this game a lot.
It somewhat matters.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Filth suck.
Filth sucks?
I'm just gonna say it, like Filth, like the whole like thing they got in Brutal where they can jump now, that stinks.
I think they're silly.
They're like the worst enemy in the game because they're just so fucking broken. They will, you know, sometimes they'll just lose their AI and turn into a fucking tree. The amount of times that they'll, you remember 7-3, they just lost their AI and got stuck in the floor.
That was really funny.
And then sometimes, a lot of the time, they'll just get stuck.
Yeah?
And then they'll clip into walls and they suck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, it shouldn't be in the game in the current state that it is.
In the current state that it is.
And it's kind of crazy that they've been like this for a year.
And like, they supposed like enemy rewrite, right? And, like,
Yeah, I hope, well, apparently that didn't actually get finished and wasn't actually in the update.
Oh.
Yeah, they just released the update without the whole thing the update was meant to be about.
Oh.
So Filth is still broken as fuck.
Mm.
And they suck, and I think it's kind of insane that they've been in this state for over a year. Or actually, is it over a year now?
I have no idea.
I think it is.
I mean,
It's a ridiculously long time for them to be like this incredibly broke. Like the amount of people I've spoken to who have complained about like even like high level, like top level, like speedrunners complain will be like you know they'll lose P rank runs because a Filth gets stuck in a fucking like wall or something. It's just like, well, TLDR shouldn't be in the game.
Shouldn't, or they should be fixed.
They should not be in the game in the current state they are.
It's only for Brutal.
Yeah, it's only for Brutal.
Okay.
But I think it's kind of insane. They've been like this for a year.
Mm. I
Then,
mean, because it's like, it's mostly like adjusted for standard, isn't it? So they're gonna probably overlook.
no, the game is entirely balanced around standard, but that doesn't, like, I don't think that excuses.
No, it doesn't excuse
The
it,
Brutal,
but
like,
it probably contextualizes.
Yeah. I think, like, if the enemy rewrite fixes it, who cares?
Yeah.
And if enemy rewrite doesn't fix it, then, well, what the fuck? Because, you know, the game's price is increasing. The next update as well. And I don't think, like, I think, like, the enemy price, like, a full, like, it'll be, like, £30?
£30.
That's like, not, like, an insubstantial amount of money for a video game, which is fair enough. It's a good game. It's definitely worth the money. But I don't think a game worth that much money should have a bug, like, so game-breaking. Okay.
Oh?
My chainsaw didn't heal me when I hit the boy.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Filth, hot take, should get fixed.
Is that really a hot take?
No, in this fucking community, someone's gonna complain and be like, oh, you're putting, like, unrealistic expectations on the dev. Like, no.
I don't think it would be that hard.
No, it shouldn't be. They just, like, I don't think it's unrealistic to expect that the most basic and fundamental enemy of the video game that is in a majority of the levels to not be completely broken.
The first enemy.
The first level has a massive problem where the enemy will just get stuck on, like, the tiniest little railing, and most people won't realize and then just get confused as to why they can't P-rank it for a while.
It's not even a railing.
I don't even know what it is. They just get stuck.
I remember someone commented like it's actually not a railing, but it was like some like thing.
It was something.
Loading.
It was something. They do get that as well. Like if the level unloads, they just get stuck floating in midair apparently.
Yeah, no, that's
like that's like what I'm on about. But you know.
Yeah, no.
So TLDR, please fix.
Please fix.
Thank you.
As if they're watching.
Yeah, they are. No.
They are. They're watching you always.
Anyway, strays.
Strays.
They're kind of cool.
You like strays?
I rate strays. I think they're like they'll fuck you up more than you would expect.
Yeah.
Because they lead their shots. So like they'll like predict where you're gonna go. So they will kind of like fuck you up.
Yeah.
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 What are you giggling at?
I don't know. I just remember the piss.
The what?
This color.
Oh, schisms.
Yeah.
Yeah. The strays are cool. Schisms, meh.
Meh.
They're like very meh.
They're very meh.
It's like, oh my god, look, it fires all of these bullets, and now they're like in a line, and who cares?
Who cares?
They're just like they just kind of like exist. Like, let's be real.
Damn.
They're just kind of there.
That's sad for them.
Soldiers, on the other hand, are also another incredibly broken enemy. Yeah, they roll around, but if they like so much as come into contact with a staircase or a slope, they're flying off into space.
Oh.
Yeah, have you not noticed this?
No.
I guess like you wouldn't know unless you're paying attention.
I know.
Whenever a soldier rolls around, like when it does the roll,
Yeah.
if it hits like a sloped surface or a staircase or something, it will just fly off into space. Like, you can't really see it with these soldiers here because like they're not on a sloped surface.
No.
But it does, whenever they're on a sloped surface and they try rolling or something, they will just go and they will just fly off into space. It's kind of funny.
That's silly.
But it's another thing that probably shouldn't be in the video game.
Probably not.
But I hate it less than I do Filths, because the soldiers, when they fly off into space, they die of full damage.
So it evens out.
It's really funny because the dodge roll actually kind of nerfs. Like, it's meant to be like the brutal buff of a soldier. It kind of just fucking nerfs them. I'm gonna be real. Because they just kill themselves now. Like, they just kill themselves.
Ooh.
It's quite funny. To be honest, it's quite funny.
Quite silly.
I kind of like it.
Quite silly.
Like, it's not annoying like Filth, where they just like will ruin like your run because they got clipped into a wall or something, and you have to like. The only like I think Filth are actually a lot worse than I make it out to be, because I'm like hyper aware that Filth can break and they will break, and I know the like hot points of where they most likely will break. If you're like a first time player of this game, you're playing Brutal for the first time, like these Filth are going to be like jumping into walls and like killing, like, you know, getting stuck, and you're going to have no idea where. And like you'll be sat at the end of like 7-3 and there's going to be a Filth in the wall somewhere, as there like always is. And I know where to look to find them. I know where they get stuck. But if you're like new to the game, you're not going to know where they are.
No.
And then you're just going to not be able to complete the level, and it'll feel like RNG as to whether you complete the level or not. That's just that's terrible. That's really anyway. Soldiers just kill themselves, so they get a pass because they just kill themselves.
Okay.
It's quite funny. I rate it.
You rate it.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Fair.
What are the little Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Cerberus? I like Cerb. I think Cerberus is like surprisingly mechanically complex. There are a lot of different ways you can tackle a Cerberus, and I like them. Especially like the brutal buff. I think the brutal buff does a surprisingly large amount. The buff that like they dash twice now.
Oh.
I remember seeing in the patch notes like the Cerberus orb damage got nerfed from like 35 to like 20.
Oh.
Like a huge nerf.
Wow.
You know, it went from a 3-shot to a 5-shot because they knew that the Cerberus double dash was such a big buff that they had to nerf the ball to make it like okay. Otherwise, it's too big of a buff.
I see.
So yeah, I like Cerberus on Brutal. This is all on Brutal. If people didn't realize, I only played this fucking game on Brutal.
Apart from that one time.
But I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Cerb. Cerb's cool.
Cerb is cool.
What about Sword Machine?
Swords Machine.
Do you like Sword Machine? I like Sword Machine.
He gives you a shotgun.
He does.
And I like that.
I just think the enemy's cool. I think like it's a very good enemy because you can just like it's kind of like a parry check, because the entire enemy is just, hey, can you parry this guy yet?
Oh. I mean, yeah.
And then on Brutal, it becomes, I think it just becomes a lot faster. Yeah. Either that, or does it get pissed off when you parry it on lower difficulties? I actually don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Oh well. I like Sword Machine.
You like
Sword Machine's a cool dude. That guy just exploded.
Wow.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I like Sword Machine. He's a cool guy.
Cool dude.
Street Cleaners, on the other hand. No, they're also cool.
They're cool.
I like Street Cleaners. Purely, okay, Street Cleaners would be like the most mid enemy, like boring, like they run at you and they shoot a flamethrower, like don't care, pyro TF2. But when you split coin them and it hits the back tank and you hit 2 back tanks and you get like the double hit stop, it feels good. So they get a pass.
Dopamine.
Yeah, exactly. They get a pass. Man, that's basically like all I care.
Yeah.
Oh, what about these guys? The little puppets.
I don't know what to think.
I don't get that. They have decent. They're kind of cool because they're actually they're a placeholder enemy that was cut from the game because it was a placeholder enemy texture.
Oh.
And it didn't actually have a texture, but I think that's cool. I think it was the original Filth texture or Stray texture. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was one of them. I think it's just a cool little like thing that they threw in, like, hey, like that little reference to the game's development.
Yeah.
Like that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, for nerds. Sentries. Oh my god, sentries exist.
Yeah.
I actually like sentries.
You like them?
I do. I think they're interesting.
Yeah,
because it's like a lot of Ultrakill is like you just get to move around without really thinking about it. At least once you get better at the game. And then sentries like no. You gotta fucking think. like if you're just moving around, like if you move fast enough, a sentry can't hit you, and if you're far enough away, it can't hit you. But like, you know, the sentry comes along and it's just like no, motherfucker, like I'm here. Like pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Also, the ragdolls are funny.
The ragdolls are funny.
They have like a top like 5 funny ragdoll. Like I don't even know where that ragdoll went when I like punched him in the knuckle. Like it's just gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's probably like stuck up in the invisible ceiling or something. Oh, what? You know who we forgot?
What?
Hideous man.
Wow.
Secret enemy go burr.
Go burr.
I actually don't really like Hideous Mass. I'm gonna be real.
I didn't think you would, to be fair.
No, I think the Hideous Mass harpoon is probably like the. Oh, there's part of the century. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh, bro's gone.
Where you go?
Anyway, I think Hideous Mass harpoon is one of like, if not the worst design mechanic in the entire game. It's like let me take away your movement in the movement shooter. Like, great, that's fun.
Yeah.
It's not too big of a deal in like lower difficulties because you can just punch it once. But then in brutal, you know, you gotta. I think they buffed it in the worst way possible, where they made the harpoon more annoying to get rid of.
Oh.
And I already hate the harpoon.
Oh.
I think the harpoon sucks. It's so annoying. It's just annoying. Like it's just like, oh, you can't move now, and a lot of the time, because like a lot of the time Hideous Mass is on its own, so it's fine. You can hear the harpoon.
Oh, but especially for the.
Especially in like one
bubble.
dashy.
Yeah.
And it would be a lot more prevalent in P2 if the room wasn't so big. Also, bye-bye.
Oh. Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, it would be a lot more prevalent in P2 if the room wasn't as big, but you can't hear the noise. The hideous, like the noise is pretty quiet to indicate like, hey, the harpoon's coming. And I think, like you like a lot of the time when you get harpooned, it's like, oh, I didn't even know it was coming, and it's like suddenly you can't move, and it's like, oh, great. It would be less bad if the hitbox to get rid of it while you punch it wasn't fucking terrible. Like if you're like looking like not perfectly angled down, you won't hit it. And sometimes even if you are looking perfectly angled down, you just won't hit it. I'm going the wrong way. Like the hitbox for it is quite bad. And very like I've seen like videos of people like looking directly down, punching, and it just doesn't do anything.
Yikes.
Which is like that sucks. I think other than like Filth jumping, but like that's a bug. I think it's the worst mechanic in the game. The worst non-bug in the game. I don't like it. I just really don't like it. I have never been a fan of taking the movement out of my movement shooter. Grr. It's in the fucking. It's half the title of the genre. God damn it! What are you taking my movement away for? No. Oh my god, Guttermen. I love Guttermen.
You love Guttermen.
Best enemy in the game. Okay, we're going from like the worst to like the best right now.
Oh.
I love Guttermen. They're so fucking. They're so good. There's so many like things you can do with the boys.
Yeah.
Like you get to punch away their shield, but then they get pissed off, so you can't parry them again, which is a big buff from every other difficulty where you just kind of punch them in the face, and then you keep punching them in the face. You keep punching them in the face, and then like they're not a big threat at all. Like they're like a really small threat, but then the longer they're alive, the bigger a threat they become. You know what I mean? I like that. I think that's cool.
It's nice.
They actually become a really big threat over time. So then it becomes like this little game of like, you can get like the freest parry of your life, like a free health refill. So you want to keep them alive for a little bit, maybe. So you can like, in emergency, just like go punch them in the face. Yeah, you punch them in the face.
Yeah.
And then, but like the longer you keep them alive, the more dangerous they get. I like that. That is cool. Also, they are a big boy, and they go plonk.
They do go plonk.
They go plonk.
That's very enjoyable.
I like the plonk. Guttermen, Guttertanks,
Tanks.
I think they're like slightly worse, but I also like I like these guys.
You like them.
Yeah, that is also one of the reasons I like them. I don't know why the physics on that thing is so like why are the physics on their giblets like just I don't get it.
Because they can be free.
I don't know. But I like Guttertanks. I like the fact that you can freeze their rocket. Like, it's like the most niche mechanic, but you can freeze their rockets. And then if you can also rocket ride their frozen rockets, and if you ride it back into a Guttertank, it'll one-shot it.
Ooh. I mean, that's really cool.
It is cool. Most niche mechanic in the game. Everyone, like, when Violence dropped, everyone was like, holy shit, you can do this? That's going to be so useful. It's
I mean...
Never have I ever done this once. Like, I've done it when I'm, like, fishing for it. Never have I done it once, like, naturally. Like, you can do this. You can freeze, you can put a magnet in the dude, jump on it, unfreeze it, and do that. Because rockets they follow magnets basically. It's like if I freeze it, see it's pointing at the dude, and then you can do that.
Oh.
It's a cool mechanic. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's not that useful in reality.
Ah.
Like, in reality, like it's cool. But just fucking kill him. Just fucking kill him. Like, but it's cool that you can do it. It's like one of the most like unique mechanics in the game. Using the enemy's weapon against it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Game design.
Oh.
Look at mannequins.
Mannequins.
Do you like mannequins?
It's spoopy.
I think mannequins are good if they're like filth. They're like fix the bugs surrounding them.
True.
Like
yeah.
fix the fact they get stuck on like
the
stairs and everything. And like very good enemy. I like the fact that they can like replace like they basically replace like the weaker like fodder enemies as you get later into the game. That's cool. I like that. Just fix them.
Fix them?
Yeah.
I like that they spell out gay in the music.
They do that on the cover for
cover.
the violence music. They spell out gay in the flag.
I like that.
Some of four.
I like that.
It's cool. I like mannequins though. I also like the fact that sometimes they just won't use all their I can't tell if it's a bug or not, but sometimes when they like walk towards you, they won't like use their walk animation and they just kind of like glide across the floor.
They have a walk animation?
Yeah, like they crawl around.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes they won't do that. And they'll just like glide towards you like T-posing.
I like that though.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a bug. But if it is, keep it in the game. It's funny. I don't care. It's funny.
It adds to the spoopage.
It adds to like the goofiness because like, they are kind of goofy.
They are goofy, but what's it? With my first time playing violence, I didn't enjoy it.
I think they are funny. Yeah. I was about to say, where's my ball?
Where's your ball?
My ball game. Anyway, what else has balls? Mindflares. They have balls. They do. It's kind of like the whole shtick. A lot of people really don't like Mindflares. And I can see why. I used to hate Mindflares. I thought they were OP.
Yeah.
I do kind of think they're a bit overtuned for violent difficulty, which I think is pretty blatant in the fact that they didn't get buffed in brutal. As far as I'm as far as I'm aware, they didn't get buffed. Or if they did get buffed, it is not noticeable at all. So I think that's pretty telling in the fact that they're kind of overtuned in lower difficulties. In brutal though, I think they're fine.
Okay.
I think they're like the biggest, like they're the highest skill floor enemy in the game.
Highest skill floor.
Yeah, skill floor is like, you know, like how hard is the enemy to deal with. It's very hard to deal with if you're like not great at the game. But once you get good at the game, it has a really high skill ceiling. So like you can like it fucking fires five projectiles at you at home. Like you can parry that shit like crazy and heal like mad. You know, if you get good at the video game. So I like them. They're one of the enemies like you hate them initially and then you come around. Wow, I just got destroyed. But yeah, you hate them initially and then you come around to liking them later on. Yeah. So I like Mindflares. They're kind of cool.
They're kind of cool.
I just think they should be nerfed like a little bit in lower difficulties. A little bit. Like not even that much. Like just a little.
A teeny tiny bit.
Yeah. Like just like maybe like tone down like maybe instead of making them shoot like 5 projectiles, they shoot like 3. Yeah. Because it can be really annoying when you parry. I think it's really annoying to parry their attack and then the other projectiles come around and hit you in the back. You know? Like, it's kind of annoying. Like, I'm used to it now. I still think it's a little bit annoying. So I think, like, I don't know, maybe nerfing the amount of projectiles they have on lower difficulties would be a good fix. What else? What other enemies are there?
Maurice.
Maurice! I love Maurice.
You love Maurice?
My goat. You can just drop him on everything and then they die.
Yeah.
Good enemy, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Uh-huh, no complaints. Best enemy in the game.
Wow.
Uh-huh, no. Maurice exists. I like Maurice for the numerous number of ways to fucking one-shot it.
Yeah.
That is like 90% of the reason I like Maurice. Because you can just destroy them. And it's fun.
Funny.
So Maurice, he gets a pass.
He gets a pass. No tier list. It's just whether it's a pass or
Yeah,
a
you pass
fail.
or fail, yeah. At, like, being a good enemy.
I was about to say smash or pass. Like, that's very different.
Oh, people done with every enemy in the game already. Nothing new.
What?
Ultrakill community.
Wait, what?
What? Are you really surprised?
No, what did you say?
Oh, people have done this with the enemies already.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Drones? Drones.
Drones.
Drones suck, I'm gonna be real.
I'm not a big fan.
They suck. It's just annoying. Like, they're literally just annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they have no health. They die in, like, one shot. And they're just annoying to hit. Like, if you don't have any coins, lol. like, you have coins, they're literally a non-issue. If you don't have coins, they are annoying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Case in fucking point.
The virtues.
Virtues? Oh, virtues, yeah. They're pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I actually really like virtues. They're more like a stage hazard than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, they're like a stage hazard. Once they get enraged, I think, like, virtues, the way they're used in the game currently, I like. The way they can be used in the game, I don't like. Like, putting a virtue idled in a different fucking room and then having to, like, you know, stage hazard it across the level, like a lot of custom levels do. Not fun. It's not. It just isn't fun. I don't think it's enjoyable.
Big oof.
I just personally really don't like this trend, and a lot of it's honestly like one of my biggest gripes with custom levels and why I don't really play them anymore. So many custom levels do that. Oh, so many do that, and I'm just not a fan. I don't like it. I think it's kind of lame. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that I can't go kill the... there's one room in this game that does that, and the virtues are immediately on the other side of the room, and they only appear briefly. And, yeah, like, I'm okay with that. That's fine. I don't like it when it's a fucking... like, replace the Mindflare in P2 that's idled with a virtue, and I hate that. That shit sucks. Like, going through multiple rooms with just a virtue beam. It's like... It's just annoying, really. I don't like it. But the way they're used in the game currently, in the base game, yeah, I like them.
That's good.
I like them a lot. I like the many ways you can one-shot them as well. That's fun.
Very fun.
I do think the Parry, like, indicator for them could be more clear. Because in every other enemy, it's a yellow flash. But in Virtues, it's purple. Why? Why is it... Yep. Hideous Mass Harpoon.
Is it... Did they worry that, like...
I can't move. Why can't I move? That's why I couldn't hear the Hideous Mass Harpoon. Case in fucking point. Anyway. Yeah, with Virtues, it's purple.
Did they worry, like, oh, it'd be hard to see with, like...
Maybe? That's all I can really think of.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know. But it took me, like, I didn't know when to parry Virtues. I had no idea until someone told me in my comments. And I had, like, 800 hours in the game at the time. So, like, I think that is, like, the game design is broken down there, I think. If, like, I can play the game for 800 hours and not know the timing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how they would make it more visually clear, but that's really the only thing I would think you could improve about Virtues. I definitely think that could be improved, though. Because, like, a lot of newer players, like, how are they meant to... Like, you were explicitly told, oh,
yellow, yeah.
A yellow flash means a parry. Well, Virtues don't do that.
No.
So, you know, how are you meant to even know that they're parryable in the first place?
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I feel like that could be improved. Or there should be, like, a tutorial being, like, Virtues specifically will go this color instead.
Yeah.
Like when you first meet a Virtue, like, oh, Virtues can be parried with a purple flash. This is for, you know, clarity.
Yeah.
Just put that line in or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be, I think that'd be good.
That'd be good.
But a lot of stuff in this game is done for, like, you know, clarity, because it's a very visually fuckity-doo-dah game.
Yeah. I still look at this game like, what? I don't... Screen... so much... Flash? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you could do, like, just like a line of dialogue explaining, like, this is the parry timing.
Yeah. A small tutorial.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I like Virtues. I like Virtues a lot.
It's good.
Yeah.
What about Sentries? Have we talked about
We both about Sentries. I was like, I like Sentries. Little goobers.
No, what is it? Stalkers, my bad.
Stalkers? Eh.
Eh.
I, like, if they weren't in the game, I really would not give a fuck.
Wow.
I think, like, they kind of create artificial difficulty. Being like, oh, you can't heal anymore, you have to heal off, like, parries and stuff. But in some enemies, like, some enemies are easier to parry than others, and, like, I don't hate them. If we go, like, just from the enemy themselves, like, they suck. Like, they walk around slowly and they do 10 damage, womp womp. But obviously that's not, like, the point. But even then, their point, like, eh.
Eh.
Like, eh. Sanded as a mechanic is eh.
Eh.
Like, I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Like, it's not terrible.
No.
But I honestly think I would prefer, like, Radiance as, like, a difficulty modifier, even though Radiance is explicitly designed to be unbalanced. Which is kind of funny.
Very silly.
But, you know, they're like, eh. They're okay.
Fair enough.
They got, like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah. What else? Who else is there in the video game?
I'm thinking idols, but I don't know if they're current.
Idols? Oh, well, actually, I kind of like... Okay, a lot of people really don't like idols, and I can see why. But I think if used, like, properly, they're very good. But, like, they're also hard to get right. Again, like, a lot of custom creators will just, like, use idols everywhere. It's like, this shit's just kind of annoying. Whereas in the game, for the most part, I think it's fine. I think they used well to, like... The only time I don't like the use of an idol is right here.
Ah.
This sucks. This is the only use of an idol in the base game I dislike. I think this is ass. And this is what I mean by idols are hard to get right. Like, if you do this, where you put, like, lol, invincible enemy, tiny room, lol. This fucking sucks. This is ass. No one likes this. I have spoken to no one that likes this room. Not a single person.
Not a single person.
Which I think is pretty, like, even, like, people who, like, you know, thousands of hours in this game, I've spoken to, like, do not like this level. This level, that room. Because that usage of an idol sucks. Fuck balls. But in P2, like, you know that final room, like the idol with, like, Cerberus, like, Hideous mass in the middle, and then you gotta play, like, the whole room. With...
I think I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Because the room is so big. If the room was small, it would suck. But because it's a big room, I think it's, like, okay. Like, I like this.
Hench move.
Yeah. Well, like, the Ferryman in 5-2, where, like, you know, like, halfway through the level, it goes, like, it moves around and goes idled again. You're, like, you know, chase it down. I like that.
You like that.
Even if, like, a small use. I like that. They could use that in Gabriel's third fight. You know, like you beat him, he gets idled, and then you're, like, you know, like, he's just kind of, like, there, like, watching you play, like, a stage or something. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
I don't know, like, you could use, like, cool uses, like, unique uses for it.
Yeah.
Instead of just enemy invincible now, lol. That kind of stinks. But idols, they cool. I also like how Radiant idols, when you pop them, they give the enemy the idling radiance. I think that's cool.
I think that's cool too.
It used to be Radiant idols would give the... I pressed the punch button. It used to be like the Radiant idols worked is they would give the enemy they are idling radiance, like, while idled. So, like, it was weird. Like they would, like, infuse them with radiance or something. So you would have a fucking what's it called? You have an invincible radiant enemy, basically. Yeah, it wasn't great, and they changed it because 1-E, that would have been fucking terrible in the final room. With the radiant idol and the hideous mass. Imagine if that thing was radiant all the time.
Gross.
Yeah, that would suck. So they changed it, which I think, good change, actually. I like. Because it's like, you could now, like, have this enemy you know, be invincible, and then like when you break the invincibility, it's like, oh, look at me, I'm buffed, I'm big, which I like. Idols, they're cool for the most part in the base game. In the base game, I think they used well. I think they used very well. Oh, what else? There's so many enemies in this game. What else? Did I just break the glass preemptively? I did. Nice. There's so many enemies in this game. What else? What else?
Might just look it up.
I'm trying to go off, like, off the top of my head. Like, what else is in this game?
What else is in this game?
There's a lot. I'm trying to think. But they're like... there's not like that many more now that I think about it. Oh, nice. You know, good.
I don't think we're counting Benjamin.
I don't think that counts, no.
No.
Damn, everything is just dead.
Damn.
Damn.
I think this is it.
Really? Is that every enemy in the game? It's gotta be something.
Other than the what is it, the bosses.
That was a loud noise. Whatever.
You wanna do the secret bosses then?
No. That can be the next video. Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more secret boss ranking. Oh my god.
Oh my, you didn't even rank these.
No, I was just talking about my feelings about them. Like, being like, this enemy's pretty cool, but this one kind of stinky. Because there are some enemies in this game that kind of suck.
Yeah.
Not everything's perfect.
No.
Like, a lot of the enemies are really good. Some of them kind of suck. And a lot of the good ones have bad bits about them. Which I would like to see changed.
Oh.
What?
Insurrectionists.
Oh, those guys suck. They're so broken. Like, remember, wait, when I said Filth was broken enemy in the game, I take it back. Insurrectionists exist, huh? Yeah, no, those guys just don't, like, they are so janky.
Yeah.
They're so janky. Okay. Filth are the more, like, broken enemy because they're more common. No, you know what I mean? Like, when you're playing the game, it is more likely you will have a problem with a Filth than an Insurrectionist. But Insurrectionists, like, they're just kind of janky. Like, really janky. Which, like, I don't hate. I'm a fan of the jank. I think it's funny. Do I think an Insurrectionist should be this janky in a full release video game that costs £30? No.
No.
But the game isn't fully released yet, so hopefully they fix it with the enemy rewrite and stuff like that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Hopefully they do. Because I don't think it should stay the way it is. You know, broken as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for now, like, who cares? It's like with like the Filth and the stuff. Like, the game is in early access. They are doing an enemy rewrite. Like, I hope they fix it. Like, it's weird that it took so long. But you know what? They're rewriting the game's code from the ground up.
Yeah.
Basically, is what they're doing. So you know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I do think a lot of the time, like, yeah, the game is in early access, but people realize, they forget, like, this is still a paid game.
Yeah.
Like, if you're spending, like, £20 to £30 soon on a video game, you would expect it to be, like, functional. Like, even if it's in early access, it costs, like, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not, like, as... What am I clicking? I'm, like...
I don't know what you're doing.
It's not, like... Obviously, it's, you know... Some jank is expected, but you're still like, it's still a paid game, and it's not like a, you know, a £5, £10 tech. No, like
money.
Like the price is going up to £30, like
big,
which is
money.
like that's like what, like $35, $40. You know, it's not an insignificant amount. So like, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect the game to not have enemies like this broken, and hopefully the code rewrite does actually fix them all.
We'll find out.
That would be pretty cool. That would be very cool, actually. Like, oh my god, my game has functional enemies? No way, finally. It's been years.
Oh my god.
But, oh well.
Oh, yeah.
But now we'll have to deal with whatever the fuck that is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Case and point. Like, what the fuck? It's not like the enemies breaking is a rare thing. No, it happens multiple times per level.
Every video, you can find one bug.
like bug, like the enemies just breaking and like walking into like walls and shit. Oh no, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like several times per level. That's not like a rare thing.
No.
So, you know, I don't think it's unreasonable to like want the enemies to be fixed. Like at all. I think that is like very, very like one of the most reasonable things you could expect out of the next update for this game.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Hopefully.
Of course, people are probably gonna disagree with me and say I'm just complaining because Glaze the video game. Whatever. My bad for giving valid criticism to a video game that I enjoy. Apologies. Apologies for wanting to see a video game that I enjoy in a better situation. No, I didn't punch the Mindflares, that sucks. You know what case in point number 2 for enemies in this game being fucking broken is?
What?
There's meant to be 2 insurrectionists here. Watch idiot number 1. Nice. Why can you do this? I don't really care about that. It's just funny more than anything.
Yeah.
More than anything, that's just funny.
That's fair.
Yeah. Insurrectionists will be insurrectionists.
Mm-hmm.
They will be janky.
Yep.
They will be broken. They will be goofy.
Goofy.
They will be very goofy. It's kind of like the whole shtick. Might be real.
What?
What? Whoa.
That's
okay.
the whole shtick?
Kind of at this point, yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's just like insurrectionists. Oh, the broken one.
The broken
Do Ferrymen count as a normal enemy? Because like they appear in like Cybergrind, like alongside like insurrectionists. Like if we're counting,
I mean, I guess we will.
if we count insurrectionists, we count Ferrymen. I like Ferrymen.
Yeah.
Ferrymen are cool.
Yeah.
I like them. How's this guy alive, by the way?
Sheer determination.
How did the Maurice not kill? Whatever. Ferrymen, I like Ferrymen. Especially on Brutal. I actually really like Ferrymen on Brutal. On Violent and below, they kind of just like exist. But on higher difficulties, like if chasing the lightning around you, and then you can like charge back the lightning, which I never do because like I mean it's not like the most useful thing in the world, but it's just cool. And then if you parry the Ferryman, the lightning actually goes away, which is like not very obvious, but once you realize like, oh, the lightning goes away once you parry it, that's very cool.
That's cool, yeah.
I like that. Big Spoon.
Big Spoon.
I make fun of Ferryman for being like the fight being like, you know, kind of like you just walk up to him and parry. That's because it's just a Ferryman on itself. Like in a room like this, like or like the Weezer room, Ferryman actually I like them a lot. They're cool. They are baller. Anyway, let's just blow these guys up.
Yeah.
It's an idled, sanded hideous mass, which I would usually fucking despise, but the room is so big, it's fine. You can dodge it, and like as long as you keep moving, like you won't really have to pay too much attention to it.
You can schmoo.
Yeah, it's just like it's good. I like that hideous mass there. That's fine.
Good stuff.
It's just like don't put it in a tiny room. Grr, one dashy, grr.
Grr.
I've seen a lot of people complain about one dashy. Like a lot of people seem to really dislike that level, which I can understand. I think it is you can tell they kind of like just pushed this level out the door as like, oh, here's new content, lol. You can very much like tell it was rushed. The quality is not to the same standard as the rest of the game in terms of like room design, which kind of sucks. But then again, like the community was like fucking screaming over like, grr, update taking forever. I mean, you know, like I was joking about it, but I don't really care. Womp womp. I'll keep making videos about the game, update or no update. But it does kind of suck that it feels like those levels are rushed. Who knows? Maybe they weren't rushed. Maybe they just suck.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who am I to say that levels are rushed? Maybe they just suck.
I don't know what to say, dude.
Maybe they just... No, I think they were rushed. They definitely feel rushed. And it stinks.
Yeah.
I can understand why people don't like One Dashy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not my favorite level. It's definitely...
No, I remember you getting, like, really, really mad about it.
I got very... Like, the ending of that level is incredibly frustrating. Because I honestly think, like, the rest of the level is, like, good. Like, I genuinely like most of One Dashy. A lot of people really don't seem to. And then the final room just kind of ruins it. Which sucks. It's just kind of stinky.
Damn.
It's not like this level where the final room makes the entire level, you know what I mean? Like being, oh, I just oiled him up by accident? Damn. Baller. Ball goober.
Poor guy.
He dead. Oh damn, he on fire. Might oil him, like...
Can you?
Can I? No.
Oh.
Where's that oil going? It's like, you can't...
Uh.
Where's that going? What? Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where did... Yeah, flashback. Where'd the rest of that go? What? You just can't see the oil on these things?
Probably not. I don't know.
Nice! This is just Ultrakill.mp. Oh, it's an invisible wall. That's why you can't see it.
Oh.
Anyway, those are reasonably in-depth thoughts and feelings about, like, every enemy in this video game.
Yeah.
What do you rate the enemies out of?
Yes.
Good.